about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skill by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Gonzalo running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett down, an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Osimhen back in training after the nasty injury he sustained a couple of weeks ago. And this I welcome you to Sports Orbit for today on the Leadership Podcast Studio. My name is Afa Acho and I'm here with Salifu Usman.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Salifu, Osimhen is back. Against all odds, we all thought he might miss the Nations Cup and all of that, but it's looking like he might be a part of the Nations Cup after all.
I think this is a sharing news and a sign of relief for both the Nigerian fans and Napoli fans. Because first and foremost, the Napoli fans, since he sustained that Napoli have played 4 matches out of the 4, the only one is to win one. Yeah. That's to tell you how crucial and how important Osimhen is. That for Napoli to do anything and succeed and compete to things like Osimhen has to be on the field. So I say congratulations, and we pray that he'll be the speed at which he's recovering will be sustained and be able to come back full fit within the next 2 weeks. Because also it's also a sign of relief and congratulations to Nigeria that if those in as much as I know that yes, we have a replacement for Osimhen, but for Nigeria, because our hope of doing well at the AFCON, I can say 50% or almost 40% rely on Osimhen. What we also watch with our qualifiers, it was Osimhen all the time trying to do a crucial goal. Even the last match against Cape Verde, if not for Osimhen, would have beaten. We would have even talk of say having the chance to qualify for 1 point, not for Osimhen. So going for the AFCON without Osimhen, to me, it's already a disaster. We pray that will not come. But immediately, I will all young Nigerians to join in prayer and so that this guy can fully recover. I'm not saying it's expensive, but we need his presence in the Super League in Cameroon if we want to succeed. So I'm so happy that the guy is back into the national, and as you can see him, I think he's almost there to get back to home. And just like some the traders for us and the sport analysts that has advised, and some of the experts has advised, and his agent and those who are working on him also need to advise him on the way he do what he's starting about this thing, because it's always risky.
Always an eye for goal. That passion, energy he puts into his
game.
So
he needs to take precaution because if you remember his play on the pitch, he's always the target of the opposing defenders. So he needs to be very conscious about how to play his game, because he shouldn't put himself always at risk.
So some side of the divide, when this news came out yesterday, some people were saying maybe the injury was not as serious as some people thought. Some other people said, well, maybe Napoli were just trying to play a trick on the Super Eagles. But he himself came out on his Twitter account to tweet, thanking the physiotherapists, the medical team that handled him. But what I was able to learn from that was that that's the difference these things make when you are playing in a system where things work. We remember a couple of years back, so I can't remember which player was that who had an injury. Okay, sorry, Haaland. Erling Haaland too, for instance, was not expected to be back until January. But less than a month, he was back in training. But that goes to tell you the kind of medical, the kind of investment these people make in their medical. Sometimes someone might have an injury, it will be like it will take a month, but because of the advancement in medical technology, you recover even faster than you expect. So Osimhen himself came out to tweet to thank the medical personnel for the work done, and he was happy that he was back. Even he was surprised that he's coming back at this time.
Yes, you are right. You are right. It's just because of the medical advancement,
Exactly.
and we thank God that this thing happened in Napoli. If it's
Exactly.
in Nigeria, for instance, or because it's a very important,
Player, yeah.
to Napoli. If it was in Nigeria system,
We-
I won't think of seeing coming by that by June next year.
Or maybe the end of. I mean,
Or
because some
maybe-
players
or
who
maybe
their
the
careers
end,
even
yes.
ended.
Some of the
Prematurely.
prematurely,
So
some
many
of
players like
them,
that.
the level of injury they sustain will not have even up to that. For instance,
Exactly.
I remember one of the 20 Super Bowl Alpha Yakubu,
Yeah.
who his career has cost him.
Mhm.
The injury that cost his career may
Even
not
a
be up.
certain Shapoke guy who was a good right back.
May not be up to this
Exactly.
level.
And just
So
a
if
legend.
not for medical advancement, forever, some of the Nigerians or who are sex Nigerians who are alleging this, I think they should be ashamed of themselves.
Exactly.
Because how can Napoli trying to play fast track on Nigeria? Because first and foremost, they are the victim of they suffer the victim. They suffer
Most
Nigeria. And just like I say, they have played 4 matches in the absence of Osimhen. Out of this one, they only managed to win 1.
Not forgetting that before you went on this injury, Napoli were topping the league.
Yes, now they are in top position.
Exactly. And we all know that they were on top of the league because of the goals of this young man.
And within 4 weeks, they can see that the absence of Osimhen has caused the damage has caused. They have dropped to top position. Only God knows when they are going to coming back. And at the same time, like now, former Lazio's managers, Lazio's manager was saying that for Napoli to be in the top title, competing for title, Osimhen has to be on the field.
Yeah.
And also, if Osimhen recovered and could come in for Akon in January to February, when Napoli will be by the time Osimhen come back in February. So I don't think Napoli was trying to the end.
Yeah, I don't think so too. All right, moving on now straight to the report from the Nigerian Football Federation, which has come out to, debunk the news making rounds that the Teslim Balogun Stadium was put on ban, from a letter purportedly coming from CAF, but the NFF has come to, debunk, saying it was false. But not to slight the NFF, but you see, this NFF will always complain about them. Sometimes when they say some things, it's hard to really believe this NFF because of the way they've conducted the activities of the federation since they came in. So right now, I don't know if actually to believe them. Yes, they come out to say, no, this is not the case. But how did this rumor come about? What do you have to say? Do you believe the NFF is telling the truth? Because really, we all saw the surface of the Teslim Balogun Stadium. From what we saw, it was not good enough for football. Even Gennad Rohr, the coach, had complained of that surface for a while. And the NFF are now coming to say, no, nothing like that happened. Is this a plot, like we're talking about today, is this a plot to prevent them in quotes when it's time for them to say, okay, Eagles are moving to Abuja? Is this a plot to say, no, we still want to play in Lagos? After all, the pitch is still good enough. Because with this NFF, you can never be too surprised.
Yeah, I agree with that. NFF, if not trying to play their mind, they are thinking they will still like to maintain Teslim Balogun Stadium as far as the
Football-loving governor.
He should commit.
Yeah.
Fashiola is very passionate about
Sanwo-Olu.
So he's very passionate about hosting the Super Eagles. As far as he's continuing to show willingness and passion to host the Super Eagles, there's no need moving the Super Eagles out of the Lagos. Definitely, we'll do everything to ensure that the Super Eagles will remain where that. Although just like let's see, the story break out just within the week that the same Balogun had been banned. Allegedly, they didn't see the card, the signal from the card, but there's an online media that knew that the studio was banned. But when you some of them are trying to say that no, there was something short of sort. But on the conditions, in some of the statement point out by the couple that the place of it, and just like everybody do, and it's to the
poor floodlights,
and to the credit of everybody's eyes and the floodlight. But they say that already, even before the last match, that the surface and even the flood like the Lagos State government has started already working on all those things. What we are not wishing that the stadium session would be banned.
Yeah.
Whatever it means to get that stadium to remain, because it's be a kudos to Nigerian that we still have that stadium. We don't have any of our stadium to ban. Even the Super Eagles is not playing there, other things are also going there and play.
Definitely.
So we don't want to import. Whatever it means, let's say it's good that it's not true, as NFF rightly say, because we don't want our stadium, whatever stadium in any part of Nigeria to be banned by any CAF.
Also, from that purported statement, they also mentioned poor medical equipment at the stadium. Could this be, like they always say, no smoke fire? Yes, we haven't gotten a reliable source who said this statement came from CAF, but from some of these things we see here, there's something looks like something to be believed, because you see lack of proper medical equipment, poor playing surface, poor floodlights, and all of that. And of course, the official who has even come to debunk this statement, we don't even know if it's the president. The president, his name was not even properly there. So I think there's something going on.
Yeah, according to the guardian, probably is like NFF source, but it's not specific about who was NFF source. But NFF source who claimed to be unknown, denying people that there was nothing true, and let's hope that there was nothing true about it. But when the first story, when I first read the story on why I did not even pay much attention to the story was that because the other was also that instead of Super Eagles moving from the Lagos, they have no business moving out of Lagos. They should go back to Lagos at Salami Stadium, the model Salami Stadium, to go and play, which is now synthetic pitch.
When we have a beautiful stadium,
but such a stadium, yes, in as much as it's very the place of it is nice and very attractive, but it's not befitting of the status of Super Eagles. But I see some element of business ideas.
Definitely.
Because that's the certain by Lagos Service was created by one contractor, and those contractors wanted to marketing. Maybe they wanted to market themselves. Okay, why not go to the Lagos Service Stadium? Why? Maybe whatever is instead of going to the Lagos Service Stadium, we have already, thank God,
a befitting stadium, a world-class stadium.
Abuja Stadium is back in
world class.
So I don't think we have any worry if the ban is Lagos Stadium. We are not wishing that.
Yeah. All right. Still moving on. Of course, former Super Eagles defender Abiodun Obafemi believes that the current Super Eagles squad have what it takes to make it to the semi-finals of the 2021 AFCON in Cameroon. Salifu, I mean, this is from on paper, yes, we even have the squad to even win the tournament, not just semi-finals.
Yeah.
But looking at the technical side of things, do you think, from the technical side of things, we have the manpower on the technical side to actually put in what is needed for us to actually even make it to the semi-final, success of even winning the competition?
Yeah. If you look at the Super Eagles at the moment, both from the technical side of the team and the administrative side of the Nigerian football, we are completely zero. But yes, we have the material, we have the sport, we have the players. We even say Super Eagles can win the AFCON.
Yeah.
I mean, say that Super Eagles can make it to the semi-final, even though make it to the final, it's no longer an achievement for Nigeria. Super Eagles make it to the semi-final, it's no longer an achievement by our status.
We've done that severally.
So, get to the semi-final is not an achievement. The ultimate goal is to play in the final and win. So, but just like you say, yes, we have the player, but are we serious about it? The answer is no.
Yeah.
AFCON is going to start in January 9th. We're talking about just 3 weeks from 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
4 weeks away.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
Okay, 4 weeks away from because today is 9th.
Yes.
Just completely for 1 month, 4 weeks away. We are talking either the one will stay or not stay. Up to now, to this moment. The last time the Super Eagles played is over almost a month. The play on the 16th. The play on the 16th, almost a month now. Since this the dramas about either is leaking. It's leaking. But yet we don't know any Nigerians as I know either Conte General still remain the coach or not. General himself, he don't know whether he still remain the coach or not. The Nigerian Football Federation has not come out to tell us either General is going to go or no go. Okay, if Roy is going to go, is there what is the time lapse, time preparation are you going to cook a new coach and prepare the team? No matter how a perfect team you have, the new coach needs to understand the players and also have to do some blending together. Okay, and if Roy goes to the Roy, is it absolutely concentration at the moment because of this either he's going to some not to stay? That shows that in terms of preparation or in terms of seriousness, we are not able to show any seriousness about going to compete in Cameroon. So I'm even afraid if we are even going to qualify from the group stage because every other team who are going for AFCON have already outlined their program. They've already outlined their program. Up to today now, we are talking about the money. We don't know what is the outline of the program. When is somebody going to resume camping? Where are they going to camp? It's nothing like it's not because they're going to have a push for the national team at the moment. The Egyptians who are in our group are currently competing in Arab Cup. They're in the quarter final. That is, they probably enter that competition as a preparative ground, and they're using them to train themselves for the AFCON. But we are here, we are talking about either Roy still, so absolutely, we are not. To me, we are not ready for this AFCON. But not to even go say we are going to play in the semi-final. Yes, we have the material, we have the players, but administratively and technically, we are not.
All right, at this point, we'll go on a quick break, but of course, we still have so much in store for you. Brazilian football legend is in the news. Of course, we also have results from yesterday's Champions League matches. Of course, the Europa Cup also takes center stage today, and including the Europa Conference League. So that and many more will bring you when we come back from this break. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Yeah, welcome back from that short break, and you're welcome back to Sports Orbit, reaching you from the Leadership Podcast Studio. And something before we went on that break, we're talking about Super Eagles' chances of the next AFCON. Right now, the issue of Genadro hasn't even been thoroughly resolved. Is Genadro staying? Is he going? The NFF has not come out clear to say this is the position. We are still in the dark. Genadro is already, according to him, is preparing already for the AFCON, while the NFF are still doing some background underhand dealings on how to ease out this man, even knowing that he has a contract that is still running. What do you think at this point the NFF should be coming out to tell Nigerians?
It is really unfortunate that Nigerians, whoever found themselves in the position of authorities, never have full respect for Nigerians, full of which they were there to serve. Okay, there's nothing wrong if Nigerians are saying we are not satisfied with the performance of this team. What is wrong as in principle Nigerians are putting on their behalf? Come out clearly in a clear terms and tell Nigeria, okay, look, yes, we know this guy is not good, we deserve better than this. But because of the seasons of time now, we cannot let him go. But this is what we are going to do. In the meantime, this is what we are going to do. Come out in a clear and tell Nigeria and provide information to Nigeria. Just as like it's happening in every other sector of Nigeria, when Nigerians are always keeping the dark to know about the certain things about their own country. What is wrong in being for crying and come out being and school? Come out in a clear time and tell Nigeria, okay, no, because of this now, because of we are only hearing a rumor because of surveillance fear, because of this, they cannot sack it, they cannot decide. No, the Nigerian football also have to come and tell Nigerians in a full clear time, that no. Because of time, we have AFCON within 1 year to within a month. We also have a last World Cup in the next 4 months. But because of this, we need him. We need him to say, but to ensure that he perform and ensure that he qualify the team and get us in. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to bring somebody to assist him. Come back in a clear time, not to just give silently and feeling that Nigeria don't demand, don't have a right to know about what is happening about their own team. It is really rubbish the way everybody is going to take Nigeria for granted. It's so unfortunate. It's quite disheartening.
All right, we'll keep monitoring the situation we can afford, and from the way things are right now, we really need to get the issue of the technical team sorted before we can even start talking about if Nigeria will even make it to the quarter-final, semi-final, or if we even go further in the competition. Because right now, I think even the players will want to have a clear direction of what is going on. Do we need a new coach? If it's not going, then allow the man to settle down and start making his preparations. So I think in the next couple of weeks before this AFCON, the NFF really needs to come out clear and resolve all these issues so that at least we can have a focus while we move into the AFCON. Anyway, away from that, onto the football legend Brazil. Pele, who the doctor has come out to say that he will be home for Christmas, as we all are aware. I think yesterday the Brazilian legend was, of course, taken to the hospital to undergo a procedure due to the recurring colon problem he's been having. And his doctor has said no cause for alarm. Lovers of Pele and football in general should not be scared because it's just a routine procedure. But she can assure football lovers and, of course, Brazilians that the man will be home to spend Christmas with his family and loved ones.
Yeah, that's the wish of everybody. We wish him quick recovery, that he should be able to come back home and reunite with his family. Wish him well, wish him recovery. That is that what everybody wants him there. Because either yes, it's easy, but we still need him to be around.
Definitely.
His advice is the advice in the round of that game is very much needed. So wish him quick recovery.
The hospital said at the time that the 81-year-old would need to undergo chemotherapy in 2 or 3 days. He will be back home to enjoy his Christmas, his daughter said on Instagram. This was not a surprise, it was already scheduled and is part of the treatment. Anyway, away from that, straight to what transpired in the Champions League yesterday. Salifu, just like many had predicted, Barca are out of the Champions League and they will be playing Europa for the first time since 2001. Yeah, no, 2003, 4, yeah. I mean, for some Barca fans, shocker to them, but for a lot of us who have seen this Barca side going to this competition, in fact, even the way Barca started the season, they all knew that this club was clearly a club in crisis. And of course, the return of Xavi Hernandez, the allegedly captain, a lot thought things were going to turn around, but I was one of those who actually initially felt Xavi should be given a chance, but it's looking like Xavi is not yet ready to handle a team like Barca for now.
I disagree with you. I say that it's not ready to handle Barca for now. I believe that Xavi has shown enough to handle. So, it's part of the Barcelona system. So
No doubt about that. Yes, but
I believe he has matured enough to handle. But he's coming at the very, very, very wrong time.
Why is it the wrong time?
If you look at his eye, you said it earlier in the last.
No, but I'm saying if you're saying he's the man, clubs don't change coaches when things are going good. So most coaches come into a club when there's a crisis situation. So bringing him at this point, it means the coach that believe that he was the man who was going to bring them out of
You
the
can't
dungeons.
expect immediate turnaround.
But they're already out of the Champions League.
Yeah, it's part of the rebuilding process. They need to be, if they're out of the Champions League, if they have qualified, that means they will think that everything is in order. So they need, since they're out now, it is an opportunity for them to go into a rebuilding process and return stronger. But one thing is that let me just say a little that yesterday I was in as much as in football there's no need to hate somebody or to compensate somebody. I was totally unhappy with the Bayern yesterday. When they went against Barcelona as if they are playing the final match.
No, but if you even want that match, Bayern were even just on gear one. Bayern didn't even play to their full strength like the Bayern they play, because that match would have easily been 6-0 or 7-0.
Bayern have nothing to gain or lose in that match.
No, but this is football.
So they should just have allowed Barcelona.
No, I mean, Bayern wanted to finish the group flawlessly, 100%. Yeah,
and they're doing like 100%. Winning all the systems.
Exactly.
Credit to them.
You know,
And
so
I hope they'll sustain this when they go to the knockout stage.
they will.
But
I mean, they're the team to
it
beat.
was a 100% performance for them in the group stage. But what I sympathize with Barcelona and Javi in particular, and just like Javi was also, there's no way I already saw that he was angry at his football. Like, don't need to be about it. It is what you already know that it's going to exist. If Barcelona had beat yesterday, it would have been one of the miracles in the world. I didn't expect so that it's going to happen. But so there's no, for him going to that match, he know that he don't have what it takes to beat Barcelona. And just like more it seems that Barcelona at the moment don't have what it takes to compete against the Euro. So Barcelona should go back on the ground and take a rebuilding process. Their problem is more deeper than this. There's no surface.
That's what I'm saying. Of course, we all know what the Europa League is like. The Europa League is a very demanding and very, very long league, because now that they're in Europa, you start all the game from the round of 32. So in Europa, you even play more games, and you still have La Liga to contend with. I mean, for La Liga, it's completely gone, because at this point, Madrid are even topping the La Liga, the law with, I think, about 7 points, with a second team who is coming back down, but Barca are completely out of it. So, what do you think will be a success, or how should I put it, an average season for Barca?
The average season for Barca is to ensure that they sustain, they maintain their starting league. Sustain their starting league. And if they can be able to do anything in the Europa Cup will give them opportunities so that they can be able to have to measure their level of competence that they can score. So you can't know that they are dropping back, they drop back to the second tier in the Europa League. So they use the opportunities in the Europa League and want to measure and assess their performance, assess themselves if they really have the nationality that's needed to be the league. I think if they can succeed well, for instance, getting to the semi-final of the Europa League or the quarter-final of the Europa League, to me, it will be an African achievement for Hernandez. And what he needs that, just as I said, that they need to go to their problem is more deeper than you see the surface. But they allowed main issue to dig down more than is expected. For instance, the time they would have allowed Messi, if they have allowed Messi to go to that last season, it would have been better for them, but now they would be able to recover. Now, this is the school sustaining, and now the issue of the coach, Coman that has left is also another problem. And as even aside from the Messi, there are other players that they also allowed them to all go. For instance, like this guy, French guy, Griezmann. So
Griezmann is back on loan to Atletico.
So it's a serious.
No, I think Barca, one of their major problems is the over-reliance on Messi.
Yes, it's beginning to show.
They didn't foresee Messi leaving anytime soon. So adequate preparations were not even made for his sudden departure. The team had relied heavily over Messi for years that, everybody who came into the team always played second fiddle to Messi. The team was playing around him. So his sudden departure was always going to affect the team.
And at the same time, just like say, every other person that came to Barcelona, no matter how star you are, by the time you came to Barcelona, you become just an ordinary player, a second fiddle. It happened to Coutinho, it happened to Griezmann, even Neymar, it happened to a lot of players like that. It happened to them like that. Okay, if you look at Barcelona at the moment, who can even see the leader of the Barcelona? Yeah. No, both that is even if he's not even showing any leadership on the pitch. And if you also look at their defense, there's also a problem. PK is no longer who you PK was. So they have a deeper problem.
All right, quickly before I round up the show, let's look at a quick roundup of results of yesterday's Champions League matches, and of course, it was United 1-1 versus Young Boys. Salzburg were 1-0 winners against Sevilla. Of course, Sevilla also going to play in the Europa League. Wolfsburg lost 3-1 to Lille, and of course, the game versus Atalanta and Villarreal was postponed due to snowy weather. And of course, the fixtures for Europa League matches quickly before we go, if my producer has it. Of course, plenty of matches to go on today. Sparta Praha, Brøndby, Lyon, Rangers, Stormgrass, Monaco, of course, Napoli, Leicester City, that will be one to look up for. Of course, the two Nigerians at Leicester City will be traveling away to Napoli will be missing an Osimhen to play that one because West Ham will be up against Dynamo Zagreb. Paulo Noachu's gang will be up against Rapid Wien of Austria. Ludogorets, Mitian, Braga, Resta, a whole couple, lots of matches in this one, Salifu. Any match to actually look out for me, I think, is the Napoli Leicester City.
We have seen it all. We have seen it all. The biggest match of the night is just Napoli Leicester, and it's unfortunate that Wilfred and the Legends are coming to Napoli without they are one of their compatriots who this side. Remember in the first leg in the Leicester, Osimhen was the one
exactly scoring a brace in that one.
It's flesh on their pan. We're doing all the damage against Leicester. So I think that Leicester will be happy that Osimhen is not there to play against them to down at least. But no matter how that Osimhen is there, I think Napoli will not allow them live and compete and into their own and beat them. So it's going to be a standing class and a match for fans to watch out for.
All right, viewers, at this point is where we slam the brakes on today's episode of Sports Orbit. Once again, Salifu, thanks for being on the show today.
It's my pleasure.
All right, viewers out there, thank you for watching this show. Thank you for staying with us for the past 30 minutes. Until come your gate away tomorrow with another exciting and wonderful episode of Sports Orbit. My name is Alpha Cho, and I'm saying stay out there, and bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.